In this video, you're going to learn how to format your full citation when it's not already done for you. As you notice on this website, it is also a scholarly source. It's a national library. It has cite on it, and more of them are doing that, and it gives it to you. But for this purpose, we're going to do this the old-fashioned way, which isn't from scratch, but it will be to help you format it here. Okay, so we're going to go to your Purdue OWL, which Purdue is Purdue University Online Writing Lab. And we're going to do, it is a journal article, but it is found on a website. So we're going to keep the website, and I'm going to go and copy the name of the article. And I'm going to paste it into the citation generator. Now it's going to pull up some things, and it's still, my computer's lagging because of this video. I'm sorry. It'll list some things, and we'll see if it is similar to what I need. If it doesn't have all the information, we can adjust it, and that's what you have to do most of the time. Very seldom does it ever pull up the one that you're actually needing with everything on it in the way that it should be. Let me throw that in there too. Now this site is very slow. It has lots of ads unless you're paying a premium price, but I wouldn't pay for it because no more than you're going to use it. It even remembers your URL. There's no need. Just watch the videos. So once it lists, we're going to see if it matches what I need. This one's going to give me the full text. Now I've got to see, where is it? It is found in PubMed Central. Make sure that that corresponds. Sorry, PubMed Central. Nope. I'm going to delete or take that one off to kind of help speed things up. PubMed Central, PubMed NCBI. Great. Okay, PubMed. Okay, so I don't see it, and this is fine. I want to create a manual citation. This way I can walk you through all of the steps. So while we're waiting for it to pull up, I can already tell you that it's going to have little letters, and it won't be in title case. So, I don't know, it's still waiting. Okay, let's move over here. Oh my goodness. So sorry, this is slow. Okay, so I'm going to go back in, and I'm going to copy this again just to make sure. It is really going slow. And I'll paste it. Okay, so I have lowercase letters, so I need to fix that. Stop it. Oh, don't get rid of mine. Okay. It has lowercase letters, so I'm going to fix it to title case letters. Whatever I plug in here is what's going to come up in my citation, so I need to be sure that everything is correct in the way that it needs to look. All right, so that's how that looks. And then we have, do we have authors or editors? We have an author, Nixon L. Therese. So you can copy and paste these if you like. Since mine is going so slow, I figure it's better to type it. Do some Nixon, sorry. And I didn't see an editor, but if there are others, which a lot of times you'll have more than one author, you can list them. Just list them in the order that they are presented in the article. So most of the times you have a translator, An editor. Very seldom do you have a translator. But since this one doesn't have it, we don't need it. The website title is not the title of the article. This is the article title. I'm going to scroll up. My website title, which is usually in the heading as well, is here, and it's NIH, National Library of Medicine. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to put in into my blank screen. Come on. Here we go. NIH, Library of Medicine. And that don't go there. So laggy. Let's see. What else did I have? Medicine. Where is it? Medicine. That helps if I spell that right. I'm going to see if I can. National Center for Biotechnology Information. Don't know why I misspelled everything. Sorry about that. It helps if it'll type along with me. I can't remember what that said now. National Center for Biotechnology Information. See if this comes out right. Okay. Publisher sponsor. Who is the publisher for this? Well, that's going to go. We could put PubMed Central. I'm going to think it's NIH. Okay, so all the way to the bottom of the website. You see that Grammarly over here says get full citation, and you did see that it was on the National Library of Medicine is the sponsor, and you did see that it was on the hang on. On the website itself, but sometimes you just have to do this the old-fashioned way, and I want you to be prepared or at least have some guidance. Copy and paste the website. One of the easiest parts of this. Scribr does this as well, but it always leaves out information. ChatGPT leaves out information and doesn't put the information in the right spots. I do like for you to display the URL. That's fine. And then when was it electronically published? That's going to be probably at the top of the article. There's still a thing that said just go to the top, but it doesn't. It's going to go all the way to the top. Come on. Just keep scrolling, scrolling, scrolling. Okay. And date. Here we go. August 1st of 2014. It was August 1st. August. Why do you keep doing that? Oh, don't come up with this one. No. Okay, I thought I cut myself off for a minute. Okay, January, we need August. Good. 214. Try to eliminate as many distractions as you can from the system. Since this does move slower on Purdue Owl, it does take up a lot. June. It'll just help you. But having to run the recorder at the same time is just really slowing it down. And 2025. Oh, no. I don't know why it keeps doing that either. Okay, 2025. Yay! I don't need to put any annotations, but I'm going to complete the citation. Okay, most of the times you're going to have to watch an ad, and that's because you're watching the ad in order for it to complete the citation for you. So that's the price of not paying for premium. As you can tell, I don't pay for premium either because it wouldn't be taking as long. So here's where you make sure it's an MLA9. If you format it something else, it'll come up that way. So any of those that's listed, it will do. You just want to make sure you stay here. The beautiful thing too about remembering your URL, if you do use the articles that you're already familiar with in another course and they use APA or Tiberian or whatever, you can just plug it in right here and it'll change them. So now I want to go and find my article. And luckily it's highlighted for you. You can see how it keeps everything that you do. The beauty of this also is it doesn't just give you the full citation, but it'll also show you what the in-text citation would look like. So if I were to use the in-text citation, it's basically going to give me Nixon, and it is a website, so it won't have the page number. Only articles that you find in databases have page numbers. So I guess maybe every once in a while. Okay, copy citation. And then I'm going to go to my works cited page or my bibliography page. I'm just continuing with the one I did in a previous video. And as you can see, I've collected another one. Let's see, this one, I think it was an N. So N is going to go before P. And I'm going to touch that one in a moment. I'm going to insert it here. Paste. And paste. Oh my gosh. There we go. Okay, now since I have it, I'm going to go and I'm going to take this off just so that I can speed up my processor a little bit. Maybe. Okay. All right, good. Now you're going to see that, wait a minute, it's not double spaced. So how do I fix it? Well, I'm going to go in, I'm going to highlight it, and then I'm going to go to my spacing options, double, and then you see it says remove. So I'm going to have to go in and take that added space that's in there out, because remember it should say add. That means to put the space in. Okay, so that one's done. Now G over here, he needs to go up. So Geraldine Ray. This one is not in MLA, but I'm going to change it and I'll show you how. Copy. Now we want to cut it because he's in the wrong spot anyway. Cut. And that was a G, so he's going to go before my N. Paste. Okay, obviously different font, different size, different color, and it is not hanging indented. So I'm going to go ahead and highlight this one, Times New Roman. I'm going to do this in a moment because I know that there's others that are in more of a gray and not a black font. Double space, line spacing looks good. Now I need to make sure it's hanging and indented, and this is where a lot of us get confused. So see, everything's aligned left. So I want to open up my paragraph because basically it's how it's done. It's going to be left aligned, 0, 0 here because I don't want to add anything. I do want to change it into a special format called hanging. It should be by 0.5, not 5, but 0.5. Again, 0, 0, double space. Do not add extra spacing between. None of this should be checked. And I'm going to click OK. And you see that now it's hanging indented like it should be. It's still in a different font, so I'm going to go ahead and pull this one up. There's an extra space here that I accidentally put in a while ago. And now I'm going to highlight all of them with my cursor, except for works cited. And I'm going to make sure that they are all Times New Roman, because I know one's not. I'm going to make sure they are 12 font. I'm going to make sure they are all the same color black. And since they're all hanging indented, I don't have to go back through and do that. So this is how your works cited should look. When you go through, it is in alphabetical order. Check. It is all hanging indented. And again, if that bothers you with this not being the blue, you can always fix it by entering after. You don't have to. It's up to you, however you want to do that. That one's got a DOI number. Um, that one would highlight. Maybe not. Oh, this one. This one is not in. Where did it go? Maybe it is in. I thought one wasn't in. Okay, it is this one. If you notice, the name is first and not the last name. So this one's not formatted correctly. Also, this is all wrong. So I'm not sure, this doesn't look like APA, but I'm not sure how it's formatted. So one of the things I've got to go do is I'm going to change to list it by last name. This is also going to move it in my lineup here. And Ray. And then that comma needs to go back over. It doesn't need a comma here. It doesn't. I guess it's not extra space. Christopher. Copy that. Cut it. I'm sure McDermott's where it needs to be. And then I'm going to paste the first name, middle initial. And do the same thing with Matthew. And this is part of knowing the format. So names are first, listed by last name. Okay. Now here goes the period. That is the end of all of the names. This should be in quotation marks because it is the title of the article. So quotation marks for the title. Yes. Sorry about that. Comma first. This would be the source. So the source that it came from is the journal. So it is correct. It is in italics. Volume is correct. Issue is correct. And then it gives you the DOI number. So this is not familiar to me, which if yours has it, I'm not going to count off, but it should look like that. One of the things to look for basically is that you have last names, then first names. The title of the article is in quotation marks. The title of the journal or the source is in italics, followed by the volume, issue, date that it was issued. It could have page numbers as well in this area. Publication date would be nice. Oh, it does. I'm sorry. 2024. Now, one of the things I've got to do not only is to move it, so let's do that so I can get that out of the way. If I come back, I'm liable to forget to do it later. I'm going to cut it. And then I'm going to enter it last since it's an R. Okay, and then everything stayed where it was supposed to. A lot of times, since we're so internet savvy anymore and we hardly ever use books, the way that this is originally published in articles and why they're called articles and then the source is because if you think about a magazine, that's basically what your journals are. It's a magazine. It's a bound magazine, Journal of Cybersecurity. It is volume 10 and it's the first issue of volume 10 published in 2024. So if I actually had the book, it would be the Journal of Cybersecurity, Volume 10, Issue 1. But then I would go to the actual article that's listed within it, that's cyberbullying on social media definitions, prevalence, and impact changes. The page numbers are helpful because if you were doing this with a hardbound copy, it would be easier to find the page number, but you can always use the table of contents and find the article title. So that's the thinking process behind it. And I've had students ask why MLA, why 9? It's because it updates all the time. So as we change our perspectives and views and how-tos of getting to sources, then it has to update to accommodate those sources. So I wouldn't be surprised if it does it again pretty soon. I should have a period on it. All right, so hopefully this will help you if you're needing guidance on how to do a works cited page with your formatting, as well as how to put them in alphabetical order and do a source when you don't have the library to go ahead and pull it for you. Just make sure if you do use the sources on the internet, such as this one also has the source as a reference, you can cite it. It doesn't necessarily put it in MLA, and that's where we run into a problem with using those citations. Yes, you did cite it, but if it doesn't pull it up in MLA, then you've got to fix it. So that was why I went through it to show you how to fix it if you need